Hi guys! In today's video, I'm going to be testing some really popular no glue, no borax slimes. I thought this would be a really fun video to make to see if they actually worked or not, and I really hope that you enjoy it. If you do, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. For the first method, we're going to need a pack of blue tack and also some lotion. We want to cut about a third of the pack of blue tack off and then mix it in with loads and loads of lotion. All the videos I watched said that once you got to this stage, the blue tack should start becoming really soft and stretchy and act just like a slime. I found it was really hard to mix the moisturiser in with the blue tack, and when it did start to get absorbed, it became a really weird texture. I started to add more moisturiser in the hope it would make it a bit softer and act like a slime, but instead it made it a lot worse, and as you can see, it became really stringy, and every time I pulled at it, it broke. So then I moved on to my next mixture containing dish soap and salt. You want to add a thin layer of dish soap to a plate and then add a few granules of salt to this. You don't want to add too much salt because if you do, the mixture will melt and it won't become thick. You want to stir it until it becomes a thick consistency, and when it reaches this stage, you want to pop it in the freezer for about 20 minutes. According to all the tutorials I watched, once you've done this, it should become like a slime. I actually found that it froze on my plate, so I had to scrape it off with a fork. I then popped it in the middle and left it for about 2 minutes to cool down, but when I played with it, it just started melting, so this method really didn't work very well for me. The next recipe I tested turned out so well, and I was so happy because of the fail slimes I made before. All you're going to need for this is some hair conditioner. I actually used a deep treatment hair conditioner just because that was what I had on hand, and also some cornstarch. You want to keep mixing in cornstarch until it becomes a really nice doughy crumbly consistency. Once you get it to this texture, you want to start playing with it in your hands just as you would with like a dough when you're making cookies, and you want to play with it until it becomes a really smooth consistency, and this worked so well. It was really stretchy and so soft. It was kind of like a clay but more like a slime clay, and it was just so nice. The next method I tested was hand sanitizer slime. For this slime, it really only needs one thing, and that is hand sanitizer. You want to pour out a whole bottle onto a plate, and then for some reason every tutorial includes stirring it with a chopstick. This didn't really change anything for me, it stayed the same consistency, so once I stirred it for about 2 minutes and nothing happened, I started to spread it around the plate because you want to freeze it, and I wanted to create an even layer so everything got the same coverage. I popped it in the freezer for about 20 minutes and hoped that something would happen, but nothing did, so I did it for another hour and the hope that something would change. Absolutely nothing changed, no lumps formed, it wasn't even frozen, it stayed the exact same consistency, it was just spread across a plate so I couldn't use it again. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. See you next week!